Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to our definitive level 9 CPU tournament. We're in the third of 4 different installments where we are going through losers round 3 and then having the winners from those matches square off in losers round 4. And today we are starting off with Piranha Plant versus Chrom. Now, Chrom is a very scary combatant to go up against. He didn't rank very high in our overall ranking, being the 66th seeded character in the overall tournament. But if you get caught at just the wrong angle by his up B, you are in for a world of hurt because he can send you hurtling down into the abyss. Piranha Plant, though, doing very well at keeping very close tabs on Chrom, and with that up smash, takes the first stock of this first match in the set. Now, Piranha Plant, against what most people would assume, was our number 11 seed in this tournament, and that was a bit surprising to me as well because Piranha Plant doesn't tend to do super well, but he's got just quirky enough of a kit to really kind of make his own battle strategy work. Oh, we've got a lot of stalling coming out from Piranha Plant as he attempts to retreat from the left-hand blast zone there. Gets caught up in a counter, but it's not enough for Chrom to pick up a kill there. He's looking for a strong hit. That back air is not quite going to do it. He decides to go off stage for a bit of a punish, and that's what I was warning you about. Chrom can be very scary if you get caught by the wrong part of that up B, and Plant just held on to that ledge a little bit too long, though he still has the advantage at about 50% above his opponent. But Chrom is looking to close that gap quickly and is doing quite a nice job of doing so. Plant just about committed the exact same mistake that he did on the previous stock, but did manage to get away from it, which I'm sure is what he was hoping to do, because you never want to be caught making the same mistake twice. Chrom running things back with a forward smash there on that right-hand platform here on Small Battlefield. And he goes for it again out of shield after getting rapid jabbed by Piranha Plant there. Piranha Plant looks like it's struggling a little bit to keep tabs here. He's not too far behind. The Kazooie does land. It's not enough to kill at that percent, though, and certainly not at the angle that it's sent. Oh, but that up smash right in the very center of the stage is going to be enough to even things out. And he's going to opt for it again to help drive up a bit of percent. We've got a back air coming out from Plant. Nice air dodge there from Chrom to get around the down B from Piranha Plant. Chrom responding with an up smash of his own, which you don't see him using a whole lot. Misses the counter and follows up with an up tilt. Piranha Plant gets a nice little bit of damage to continue on there. Gets a down B there at ledge. And Chrom, with the gutsy air dodge through that Kazooie, manages to get an up smash through that left-hand platform and takes the early lead here against all odds and despite trailing early on in this match. We'll see if Piranha Plant can rally back or if Chrom is able to continue with his positive momentum. For our second match in this set, we are at Town and Country. And this is going to prove to be a little bit more of an area where Piranha Plant, I would expect, would excel, having a variety of platforms to camp around and charge up either the side B or camp out with the Kazooie. But Chrom must have had some sort of knowledge as to what's going on, as he is really preventing Piranha Plant from taking advantage of their counter pick. Doesn't quite get a footstool there. And Piranha Plant does make it around that ledge, which was a very weird spot for him to be in our last matchup. Gets the parry, or the block more like, on that shield, and the Kazooie still connects as it gets that first bounce off the ground, and Piranha Plant has evened things out in terms of percent quite nicely, though the up B panic retreat option was certainly a weird thing for him to go for. Piranha Plant, though, is going to get the up smash and take the early lead, similar to what we saw in our last match. And he has a fully charged Poison Cloud on lockdown, gets the footstool there as he zips around. And Piranha Plant really getting a lot of extra damage tacked on. Piranha Plant again retreating off that ledge, which is a wise move for him to do. Chrom keeps fishing for that neutral B punish, and he hasn't gotten anything out of it. Piranha Plant just barely manages to get around the up smash coming out there from Chrom. Chrom needs to find a killing move on this Piranha Plant to try and keep things somewhat even, but he gets caught up in that poison cloud, which is not what you wanted to see. Chrom's way too far out away from that. Went for a gutsy move, it did not pay off. And even though he gets the back air off of the restock, he's got 2 stocks to make back up for, which he is capable of doing, as we saw that in our last match. But taking 2 forward smashes back to back from his opponent is certainly not going to be the optimal way of doing that. Chrom makes it back to ledge, but does give Piranha Plant plenty of time to charge up that poison there, and Piranha Plant really looking to close things out, gets a dash attack, goes for a Kazooie follow-up, and Chrom miraculously making it back to that right-hand ledge there. Piranha Plant misses the down smash, but he's very close to closing out this game and forcing that game 3. Piranha Plant gets caught up by Chrom's up B recovery, but it's not going to kill, as he's got a platform that is going to protect him a little bit there. Gets a parry into a neutral air. That's a really good option for Piranha Plant. Goes for the dash attack, doesn't get it, but the back air is going to kill off the right-hand side all the way from that left ledge. And we will indeed be seeing a 3rd game in this set. Alright, Chrom has had an opportunity to pick a counterpick stage. We're going back to Battlefield as opposed to Small Battlefield, which is where we started things off today. And Chrom, right off the bat, again being fairly aggressive, doesn't get the up B to connect as he retreats back to that right-hand ledge there. But Piranha Plant is looking a little bit more frazzled without all of these platforms to retreat back onto. And we have a down B connecting there from Piranha Plant as Chrom runs headlong into that poison cloud, which is certainly not the wisest move that he could make here. Both combatants fighting over that left-hand ledge as they trade back and forth the control of the ledge a couple of times. We are even on exactly 80% apiece. Piranha Plant wants to make sure that that does not remain the case for much longer. And we've got an up air coming out from Piranha Plant. Up tilt from Chrom doesn't connect there, but he does get the forward smash, and from center stage, even at partial charge, that is enough to pick up that kill. And Piranha Plant isn't able to find an option with that Kazooie, though he does get a decent option of attacking on some additional damage with his side B. That poison cloud really can do a number to you if you're not careful. Though it's not capable of picking up a kill, so maybe you should stop going for that. Interesting punishing option there with the down throw popping Piranha Plant up onto that platform before going for an up B punish, as Piranha Plant just chose to lay there. Chrom making it back to that ledge, doesn't catch the spiking hitbox on that up B as he retreats back down, but he gets a little too close going for that Dancing Blade Flourish on that platform, and the down B from Piranha Plant's going to even out the stocks, though Chrom still has a fairly healthy command here at 100% advantage on the damage that he has racked up onto Piranha Plant. Got 2 forward smashes from Plant coming out back to back. That serves to be beneficial to him for sure. Nice spot dodge from Piranha Plant there to avoid that grab. And that up tilt is going to continue to allow him to rally things back. And Chrom, that's the second time that you have tried to connect your side B onto the super armor down B from Plant. You've got to be a little more careful with that. Rapid jab at ledge is going to send Chrom very far away. He's got to make it back, though. Plant just barely misses, getting hit by that up B and taking a spike tour down to the bottom blast zone. But they're both trading their up Bs as they seek to come back to ledge, and Piranha Plant finally finding that next stock by getting a dash attack there at the ledge. And that's a very strong connection for him, for sure. Chrom making things back to that ledge again. He needs to find a killing option. I would have opted for an up smash there, but he does not seek to do that. Instead racks up a bunch of extra damage from that poison cloud, and Piranha Plant gets sent off to the left with a very awkward angle. Chrom finally picking up that kill with a back air, and he is looking to continue the pressure onto his adversary and needs to do so in order to assure that he can keep this a little more competitive. Misses the up tilt. That gives Piranha Plant a chance to get a down air drop through, and Chrom is going to fall off too far behind, just couldn't continue to keep up the pressure, and that means Piranha Plant will progress on to round 4 of our loser's side, and we will see him face off against whoever wins our next set, which we're going to go over and have a look at right now. Here we are in our second set of the day, and Bowser is looking to close things out against Sans if he can. Now, Sans Mii Gunner does have the overall ranking advantage here, being the 28th seed, but we've seen crazier upsets, so you never want to count him out just here. Bowser, however, is having a little bit of trouble keeping tabs on Sans and keeping things even. And it looks like Sans is trying to make the most of his kit to keep Bowser as far away as possible, as it's never good to be caught up in any of his attacks, given that they hit very hard and can end your stock relatively quickly, especially when you have Bowser up at this high rage count as well. You certainly don't want to get caught by a forward smash from him at this percent. But if you can land one of your own, you might be able to pick up that stock, and that's exactly what Sans Mii Gunner is able to do. Bowser with the quick retaliation off of the restock with that forward smash, and we are even at 2 stocks apiece. And Bowser's just a hard opponent to kill, really. He's very heavy and can put up with a lot of pressure and take a pretty significant beating here. Now, Sans is looking to continue to apply that pressure to Bowser and has done a very good job of doing that so far. But he's still got to be careful as he rolls around and attempts to get that finishing blow onto Bowser here. Covers his retreat back to ledge with that forward air. Probably one of the better options he could have gone for. Up smash, he's just a little too short to connect the final hitbox, but the charge shot is going to finish off that stock, and he goes for the Bowser bomb there. It doesn't end up landing, which isn't particularly great for Bowser in terms of rallying back some percent. Misses the up tilt and the various different neutral airs that he's going for. Sans really trying to keep that distance and keep that pressure away from King Koopa. Bowser opting for an up smash, doesn't manage to land anything off of it, unfortunately. We're now back up to the right-hand ledge as Sans retreats from that lower position there. He does get caught up by the Bowser bomb. Bowser needs to find a finishing blow, and getting caught by Sans' up B is not going to be that option, unfortunately. Up tilt's not going to connect from Sans. Bowser goes for one of his own. It doesn't end up landing a kill. And that up smash from Sans is actually going to do it. So Mii Gunner takes game 1, and Bowser's going to have to be very meticulous about his counter pick as well as his attack strategy going into game 2 if he wants to force this into a third game. Bowser's opted for Yoshi's Story, a very safe pick for him, especially because we didn't see him going for any of those Koopa Claws in that first set, but if he can land one on this top platform, he can pick up kills at a relatively early percent, and that's something that Mii Gunner's going to have to watch out for as he eats a forward smash on that top platform. Not enough to pick up a kill, but it certainly racked up a lot of percent onto him. Bowser is caught up in that afterburner from Sans there, and he does end up recovering back, but it could have been bad had he not had an extra jump to get back from that blast zone. And he does actually land a Koopa Claw for the first time in this set, but it's not quite enough to pick up that kill. It's a command grab that you are almost assuredly going to fall victim to, and Bowser just ran up and forward smashed. Sometimes that's what you got to do to pick up a kill there, and it certainly worked for him. So Bowser taking the early advantage in this game too. Gets 3 different connecting hits off of that neutral air, but can't get the full parry on the forward smash from Sans. Really kind of a rough position to be in. 2 forward airs are going to really cause Sans to have to seek for some refuge, and he gets another one there as he comes off of that left-hand ledge. And Bowser coming down way too low. He's not going to make it back from that, and throws away a very promising advantage state to the point where he's now going to have to seriously claw his way back into this if he wants to force that Game 3 situation. Very unfortunate misplay from Bowser there. He gets the grab into the up throw. That's not quite going to be the option he was looking for to take that stock. But Bowser not known for having a ton of really good punishing options on his throws. He eats a fully charged charge shot to the face there before getting caught up in an up smash from Sans. And Sans continuing to cause Bowser a lot of trouble here in this set, despite Bowser having picked what he assumed would be an advantageous stage. Sans chasing down with a couple of forward airs. They don't have a ton of range, but it's just enough to give himself a little bit of clearance and leeway against his adversary. Sans is up at max rage, so you've got to be really careful, especially with those charge shots and forward smashes, as those pack a lot of power even normally. Bowser with the drop down neutral air, he just needs to get a connecting hit. That back air could pick up a kill at this percent very, very easily, but Sans doing a really good job at maintaining some space and creating an almost unretreatable situation for himself. Bowser making it back to that ledge, and Sans gets caught up in the whirling fortress as Bowser opts for the high recovery above that ledge. And that dash attack is going to pick up Game 2 for Sans. Bowser is out of the tournament at this point in time, and Sans with a decisive 2-0 victory over King Koopa. We'll see Mii Gunner, Sans, and Piranha Plant duke it out a little bit later, but we've got 2 more round 3 games to get to, so let's head to the next one, which is a very high-octane DLC Showdown. Like I said, we've got 2 DLC candidates. We've got Terry, we've got Banjo and Kazooie. They are the number 19 and 20 seeds in our tournament, respectively. And Banjo and Kazooie looking to create as much distance from Terry as they can by using their many different projectiles here. Though that doesn't seem to be paying off for him very well, as Terry's got a very early lead here. And Banjo-Kazooie just really kind of having some issues in the lack of damaging options that they've got. Terry, you've got to get rid of that grenade. He just barely manages to, but Crack shoots into the next one. Both combatants keeping those percents fairly close one to another. And we have the Burning Knuckle coming in, sends Banjo and Kazooie far off into that right-hand blast zone. And as they attempt to recover, he picks up the kill with an up smash. Doesn't even need to have his go meter active, but we are getting closer to that percent. So Banjo and Kazooie need to try and pick up a kill pretty quickly here before he has an opportunity to use it. We see that Power Geyser coming out, giving a little bit of additional area and space around his opponent there. And Terry not able to close in on his opponent there, though Banjo and Kazooie, though they haven't used a Wonder Wing yet this set, need to be very cautious because we've got the Buster Wolf command grab that can cause some problems there. However, Banjo-Kazooie get that back throw towards that left-hand side of the stage, send Terry far enough away to the point where he is forced onto his second stock, and that takes that go meter away from him, despite the fact that we did not have him actually land one of those moves in the previous set. We've got a couple of power dunks coming out from Terry. That last one he used just there finally lands. Banjo-Kazooie going for the low recovery and making it back. Terry recovering to stage with that crack shoot. A very nice option for him to use. Got the up smash from Banjo and Kazooie and a couple of up airs to follow. And we've got the egg shooter coming out there. And finally a Wonder Wing comes out. It sends Terry too far away and with too much velocity into that blast zone. So Banjo-Kazooie have turned this around and taken the advantage state in this match. We've got a bunch of those egg grenades coming out that are really causing some problems for Terry as he's trying to dance around them. Banjo-Kazooie up there on that top platform. They're throwing out those Wonder Wings a little bit more freely, and they kind of have to at this point if they are wanting to pick up that kill or make the most of those moves. That last Wonder Wing just about caused some problems for him, and that power dunk connecting on that platform there is going to cause Banjo and Kazooie to lose their second stock. So we are even on one stock apiece, and Terry trying to close in here and get as much percent racked up as he can onto Banjo and Kazooie to make up for that percent deficit he finds himself in. And the bomb coming in here, that's really causing some problems for Terry as he's seldomly able to make his way around it. We've got Terry with the wise shield there on the Wonder Wing, and that grenade connection is going to give Terry his go meter again. He goes for the Buster Wolf, doesn't manage to get it, and Wonder Wing coming through to pick up that last kill on Terry. Banjo and Kazooie pulling off the minor upset win here in Game 1, and we'll have to see if Terry can rally back on Game 2 as he selects a counterpick stage. I think Terry didn't like having that platform a whole lot, so we do see him opting for a Final Destination match here. That just keeps things a little bit more honest, at least in Terry's perspective, though I'm sure Banjo and Kazooie are wishing that they had a couple of different options that they could use to retreat to and continue to projectile camp a little bit. But Terry doing a really good job at spacing around this linear stage. He does make it back to that ledge, and that forward throw not going to pick up the kill, but he is at a very advantageous position here, just barely making it back with that lightning tackle back to the ledge there. And we've got a bunch of moves kind of trading in short range of each other there as the opponents dance around each other on that center stage there. Terry opting for the grenade pickup there. He does manage to miss that launch platform from Banjo and Kazooie, and two back-to-back grenades there are going to cause Terry some problems, though he is now up at his 100%. He's got his go meter active, needs to make it back to stage if he can, manages to do so, connects a little bit on that lightning tackle, and Terry gets a parry, misses his forward smash, and Banjo-Kazooie retaliating with the forward smash of their own, taking the lead here in this set, which isn't great for Terry, but he does answer back off the restock with a power dunk after dancing around a little bit of pressure from his opponent, and he's keeping things interesting, at least for the time being. Banjo-Kazooie coming out with another forward smash there. The crack shoot not getting in close enough to Banjo and Kazooie for Terry to really make a significant difference. Burning Knuckle coming through there, actually connecting onto his opponent. And we got the jab one into down tilt, which does not connect for Terry. A little bit of a unfortunate missed combo for him there. But we've got the jab, power dunk coming out there. Excellent work for Terry, as that's a very nice move for racking up some damage and picking up a kill. He doesn't get a kill off of it the second time. I think we're still low on percent. I think that was a down smash we saw coming out from Terry, though it does not connect for him. Keeping things relatively even as that grenade blasts onto both combatants, and Terry gets hit with that Wonder Wing again. I don't think that he's found an answer for that just yet, and that's problematic for him if he wants to prolong this set as long as he possibly can. Banjo-Kazooie really looking to rack up as much damage as they can on this stock before they're forced onto their third one. They are all out of Wonder Wings at this point, and despite picking up the kill with it, they didn't get a whole lot of other benefit from the other uses of that move, and that is a rough resource to be without for the remainder of this stock. Banjo-Kazooie up at 110, retreating back down to the stage there. Crack shoot connects, but it's not going to be enough. We've got that forward throw coming off that grab, and Terry just barely mistimed that lightning tackle. He's too low. He was way too low from that additional pressure that he was trying to put on Banjo-Kazooie off stage there. Terry is out of the tournament. Banjo and Kazooie will progress into losers round 4, and they will face off against the winner of our next match, which we'll go to right now. Now, this matchup is very similar to the last one in terms of these characters being fairly well matched one for another. We've got both of them opting for powering up moves right off the start of this fight. Shulk going straight for his Buster Arc, Wii Fit Trainer getting that deep breathing active early on in this match, and she arguably made the better use of that dancing around her opponent. Shulk now opting for his Speed Monado to get a little bit quicker movement around his opponent. Doesn't get a whole lot of benefit from it, but at the very least he managed to evade some of the options coming out from his adversary. Shulk gets a grab to a forward throw there, and he's looking to continue tacking on that damage. We got a back air coming out from Shulk. He's thinking about what Monado art he may want to set up next. Doesn't get anything set up while Wii Fit retreats from that right-hand side. We've got 2 on-stage down air spikes coming out from Shulk, though. Wii Fit Trainer up at 147, and we have Smash Art coming out. That's undoubtedly to try and pick up this kill if Shulk can land a connecting move, but he doesn't get anything before the art expires, and he's going to have to opt for another option here. He probably has Buster Art back from its cooldown, but that's not what you want to opt for here. And he retreats back to stage with his up B and gets the stage spike, sending Wii Fit Trainer off into that left-hand blast zone. So Shulk taking the early advantage, but not by a whole lot if Wii Fit can retaliate back against him. Back slash coming in again, or air slash, it was the form of that up B coming through. Wii Fit goes for that back air and does manage to connect it, but Shulk didn't have enough velocity going into that blast zone, and he does make it back with his jump Monado, and that Smash Art coming out again picks up a kill very early on Wii Fit, and that is not a position you want to be in against Shulk here. Shulk up at a very heavy advantage. We have a max rage set up, but not for much longer as Wii Fit gets a down tilt and gets that first stock, but she's got to work her way back from a 2-stock deficit if she wants to have a chance at picking up a kill, or picking up a win here in this first game, which seems rather unlikely. Now, I don't know what's going on with the Hollow Bastion here. We should expect it to change into that final setup, but something's just not working quite right. Based off of the parameters or how things are set up, I'm not entirely sure as to why that's the case. Shulk getting a couple of up smashes there. He lands the first one, but the second one does get parried by Wii Fit, and she's in a bit of a scary position. Shulk looking for that kill, wants to finish things off as he switches back to his Smash Art. It's going to expire here, and he does not get a good use of that this time around, unfortunately. Back air coming out for Wii Fit. Shulk makes it back to ledge with his jump art, and he's just really floating around this stage as he seeks to avoid some of these options coming out from Wii Fit here. Wii Fit has the deep breathing active yet again, but Shulk with no Monado Arts active picks up that last kill with an up smash through that platform. And that was a rather decisive victory for Shulk. Wii Fit Trainer's going to have to seriously contemplate a counter pick and see if she can do better in the second game. Wii Fit opting to go to Lilac Cruz, a very interesting counter pick for her. I mean, if she can get Shulk caught on the undersides of these odd lips, that might be a little bit more beneficial to her favor. Shulk's going to make it back to that ledge just barely, and Wii Fit is looking like she at least has the element of surprise and confusion here in this match, and these platforms are definitely going to play around with some of her more unique projectiles there, as the volleyball seems to have a couple of issues as it skirts along the top of those platforms, but maybe she can use that to her advantage. Wii Fit's deep breathing expires. Shulk gets his jump Monado active to make it back to stage, and he's looking to pick things up as best he can. Gets the vision counter into the backward angle there. It's not enough to pick up a kill, unfortunately for him. And she's going to make it back to that left-hand ledge, but just barely. Shulk wants to clean up this stock and takes advantage of Wii Fit trying to set up her deep breathing to do just that. Smash Art is not something you want to mess around with if you are facing off against Shulk. So a very good use of that for him. Buster Art coming out here, that's a great opportunity for him to rack up some quick damage on his opponent, especially fresh off of a restock, and he seems to have done a decent job at just that. Wii Fit up at 60% and hasn't seemed to have figured out Shulk's rhythm here, so she is in a world of hurt. Smash Art coming out again. He wants to pick up this kill as quickly as he can, but doesn't manage to execute that and gets caught up by an up air from Wii Fit, and that is going to even out the stock count as Shulk continues to attempt to take this second stock off of his opponent. Salute the Sun gets parried as it goes across. That's probably the most beneficial for Shulk there, as he then retreats back from that right-hand side with his up B, getting a couple of connecting hits in there. Wii Fit has her deep breathing active. She wants to end this stock as quickly as she can, create herself a little extra pressure. Gets the volleyball connection there. It's not enough to pick up a kill at that percent. Shulk is too far off and away, does not have Jump Monado available for his use, and Wii Fit has turned this around and taken the advantage, which is really good for her. Max Rage set up for Wii Fit. Shulk unable to pick up the kill with those couple of aerials, but the final connecting hit of his up B is going to even us out. We're at 0% apiece on the final stock of Game 2, possibly the final stock of the tournament for Wii Fit Trainer, unless she can turn some things around. She gets a parry into a down smash with deep breathing active, into a forward smash there. Very good work from Wii Fit, really making the most of the resources she has available at this point in time. Deep breathing has expired. She opts to go a little bit lower, and we're trading up B hits on that left-hand ledge as both combatants seek to close out and seek a closer match finishing option against each other. Wii Fit makes it back from that right-hand blast zone. She has not been able to get any real benefit out of her Salute the Sun here, except for a bit of some trivial healing here and there again. Shulk wants to finish things out, switches to Smash Art, and gets the forward air to do just that. Another quick 2-0 decisive victory in the showcases that we've looked at for today. Shulk may have won this match, but he still has one more to try and get through today, and we're going to have to see if he can do that. But first, we're going to double back to the other match that we've set up and see who can win between those two combatants. Northern Cave is the scene for this round 3 or round 4 loser's side match, and two projectile users in the form of Mii Gunner and Piranha Plant coming out to play here, and Piranha Plant getting caught up by that Patooey here in the middle of the stage. Not a great look for him if he's wanting to rack up as much damage as he can. Sans does get that forward or that dash attack in there, but doesn't get his charge shot out of it, which is unfortunate for him. Piranha Plant's going to make it back from getting caught up in that up smash or that up B from Sans, which is not a super great thing to do, as that can send you out a little bit too far. The secret missile coming out there, and Sans finally getting a forward smash on that left-hand ledge. That's a very strong attack. You've got to be very careful when facing off against Mii Gunner, that you don't get caught up in that if you can avoid it. And we've got Piranha Plant getting that dash attack. It's not quite enough to pick up a kill here. And both combatants going to make it back to that left-hand ledge, though I think Sans had the easier time of that, as he caused a lot of problems for Piranha Plant in doing so. And Sans really doing a great job at keeping pace. He's got max rage. He wants to hold on to that as long as he can. And Piranha Plant really kind of struggling here against his adversary. Gets hit with that secret missile as it heads its way across the stage. And the charge shot coming out from Mii Gunner to take an additional stock. And we have a 2-stock lead for Mii Gunner here against Piranha Plant. And a very interesting punishing option with the get-up attack there to avoid the Kazooie as it sat above that platform. However, Piranha Plant is still able to pick up a kill and at least even out the stock count a little bit, though there's a lot of ground to make up for here if he wants to try and make this game look a little bit closer. Get up attack coming out there again from Mii Gunner, and that forward smash is again a devastating option. Doesn't quite get that footstool, unfortunate for him, and both combatants making it back to the stage on that right hand side. Sans trying to close things out if possible, gets hit by the Kazooie, and Piranha Plant has scrounged back. And we are at the final stock of this first game for both combatants. Sans looking to finish things off if he can. Gets caught at the left-hand ledge there with a down smash and then a Kazooie. But the secret missile gonna come out and pick up that kill from across the stage. Really excellent counterplay from Mii Gunner there as he seeks to prolong his tournament run. And we'll have to see what Piranha Plant has as an answer as we go into Game 2. Piranha Plant is counterpicking to Kalos Pokemon League. This seems to be one of the more popular counterpicks from what I've seen in this tournament in general. And it's really doesn't have a lot of difference between the last stage that we saw, except for some ambience. So maybe Piranha Plant is just looking for a bit more of some familiarity, but we'll have to see if that works, because the layout is not that different from what we saw just moments ago. Sans coming out here again, creating some pressure against his opponent there, and he gets caught up in the poison cloud, which is not great for him. Spot dodges around the down B, and we've got a charge shot. He's not going to use it just there. He gets the forward air instead. And a couple of neutral airs coming out from Sans to really cause some additional damage onto his opponent. Just barely misses the charge shot, but a very well guessed use of it that could have ended terribly for Piranha Plant. We've got the jab combo coming out there, and the up smash at center stage is going to pick up that first stock. Sans still with a very decisive lead here in this second game, and Piranha Plant looking to hopefully even things out a little bit quicker than he did last time. The up throw not going to do it. Opts for an up B punish there, and Sans goes for an up tilt to punish the retreat of Piranha Plant back down to stage. He does get around the poison cloud, but the Kazooie trap set up there at ledge for Piranha Plant is very well executed, and the stocks have been evened out on this game 2. However, a very scary deficit in percent here that Piranha Plant has to try and make back if he can. The up throw coming out there again for him. The down B from that platform, not perhaps the best move that he could have used, but it was a decision he went for at the very least. And Piranha Plant landing that down B from center stage. That down smash is going to send Sans too far away, and Piranha Plant's turned the tide of this second game and taken the advantage state pretty early. That's a very nasty angle that comes out from that down smash that really kind of caught Sans in a bad position. But he's looking to even things out if he can. Gets caught by that down B there from Piranha Plant as he's at center stage. And the up air is really good for building up damage, not so much for picking up that kill. And Sans getting around that back air from Piranha Plant needs to find a killing option. He's at a really nice percent currently and should still be able to rally his way back if he plays a little bit smarter, similar to what we saw him do in that first game. Got that up smash coming out at the right hand ledge, and that is going to pick up a kill, which is certainly what he needed, but Piranha Plant wastes no time in rushing right back down to cause some more problems for his opponent here. Got a dash attack coming out from center stage there, and Piranha Plant goes for the down B punish. Doesn't get a spike off of his down air. Sans making it back to the ledge, and he gets caught up in the Patooie. It's not enough to pick up a kill just yet, but if he gets caught up by it again, it's very likely curtains for Sans. Gets the up smash, but as he goes for a punish, Piranha Plant responds with an up air, and that is going to force us into a Game 3 situation, as both of these combatants are now fighting for their continuation in this tournament, and one of them will be on the outs. Final Destination seems as good a place as any to end out this final match here in this set. And I think Sans knew that this was going to be a little bit more of an honest setting for him and force Piranha Plant to play at his best capacity without any platforms to kind of sit around. Especially because Piranha Plant seems to benefit a little bit more from having platforms to sit on and retreat to. And that does seem to be the case, at least early on here. Both combatants doing a really good job, but Sans is just a little quicker on the draw. Gets the down air spike there as Piranha Plant attempts to recover back to that right-hand ledge. And the Patooie causing some trouble for Sans as he seeks to get in on his opponent. Neutral air coming out from Piranha Plant there, and it does rack up a bit more damage, but Sans having some easier time here causing that long distance harassment, though he does decide to hang out in that poison cloud to get up to his max rage, so a bit of an interesting decision there. Piranha Plant needs to watch out. He gets caught up with a up air or a forward air from Mii Gunner. Up air coming out there again. That racks up a lot of damage, and you've got to be careful with it. The get up attack not going to do anything for Piranha Plant. Charge shot just about fully online. Gets the on-stage footstool. And that secret missile comes out, but he does get the spot dodge around it. Fully charged shot at its max rage. Gonna rack up a lot of damage, but not quite pick up this kill. Sans goes for that charge shot again, misses it. Piranha Plant uses that as an opportunity to get an up smash, and right off of the restock we have Sans picking up that kill with a back air. So Piranha Plant really struggling to keep tabs on his opponent. Gets the tilt off of the side with that down B charge, but doesn't get any connection off of it, unfortunately for him. Secret missile poking through that shield, doing a really good job at giving Sans a better opportunity at closing things out. And we got the grab into the down throw coming out from Piranha Plant, and decides to go for it again. If it worked once, it'll work again, and that has served to be decently useful to Piranha Plant thus far. Got some more damage coming out from that up air. Sans using a variety of aerials to prevent and make the job of retreating back to stage a lot more difficult for Piranha Plant here. Any strong strike is going to cause him some trouble. That dash attack not going to be it, but it combos into the charge shot, and Mii Gunner sending a very clear message that he is not to be trifled with. He's going to continue into our round 5 on our loser side and finish up continue his loser side run. And now we determine who the next continuer into round 5 will be, as we have a look at Banjo and Kazooie and Shulk before we end the day.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, this is as good a place to start as any. PS2 seems to be a fairly neutral space, and Shulk starting off with a really interesting choice of his foresight or his vision counter into a forward smash there. Though I don't know that his visions have accounted for the many projectiles that Banjo and Kazooie are going to try and use here. He gets the up smash through that platform there on the right. The grenade is particularly going to be a problem point for Shulk because he doesn't have a great counter to it. And Shulk opting for his jump Monado to make it back to the stage after being sent away by Banjo and Kazooie there. He gets the neutral air connecting into his opponent, and that backslash without any Monado active is going to pick up that kill. He opts for Buster Arts to try and get some additional damage in, but you take more damage and knockback when you're in that art. Banjo and Kazooie taking early advantage of that to hit him with the Wonder Wing, and that is going to even things out. We get the roll type of a spot dodge around that up smash from Shulk. He seems to have figured out, or Banjo and Kazooie seem to have figured out, that it's something that can be a little problematic, as he has been caught up in that exact punish from Shulk before in this match. Up smash going to connect for Shulk that time around. He makes it back to ledge, opts to roll around to get around that grenade, but Banjo and Kazooie were ready with the rapid jab on the other side of that. We've got speed art as he tries to rush down his opponent here. Gets the backslash, but it's not enough to pick up a kill. And we almost had a down smash coming through. Spot dodge through the Wonder Wing there. Very wise move for Shulk, but he gets caught up in that Wonder Wing again. And Banjo and Kazooie are going to take a lead here as we see some technical difficulties there with the glitching screen. And I apologize for any delay that you may have seen with that. However, we did come back in time to see Shulk pick up that up smash and that second stock there off of Banjo and Kazooie. He's going to take more damage while he has that Buster Art active. Probably should have waited on that until at least the invulnerability had worn off of the restock from Banjo and Kazooie there. And Shulk going to drop that bomb before it explodes in his hands. That's definitely the best decision that he could have made there. We've got the down throw into up smash, but the up smash does not connect for Banjo and Kazooie there. And Shulk really looking to finish things off if he can. We may very well see the smash art come out here in a second. Goes for the vision counter, but that doesn't end up panning out for him, unfortunately. Grenade coming back out. He does connect it into Banjo and Kazooie and gets hit by that platform or that launch pad as they retreat back down to stage. And Banjo and Kazooie picking up that kill with an up tilt up to that platform with just a little bit of superior reach. Banjo and Kazooie really doing a better job there of being more consistent towards the end of that match. And we'll have to see if Shulk can answer back to that or if he's going to continue to be outmatched and overwhelmed. Shulk counterpicks to Yoshi's Story. This didn't go well for the last person that tried counterpicking to it today, but maybe there will be a different story in this situation. Banjo and Kazooie getting a lot of damage right off the bat here with the many different options they have. And the speed Monado is run out for Shulk there, so he's got to rely on his disjoints with his Monado there as he continues to attack into his opponent. Really odd choice from Shulk opting for the jump art there very early, and ends up paying for it dearly as Banjo and Kazooie get that forward smash at that right-hand ledge to pick up the early advantage here. And Banjo-Kazooie opting to use that Wonder Wing to retreat back to stage, though didn't end up getting a connection with it onto their opponent. That down throw being one of his favorite moves to use so far. And that down smash on that platform going to cause some more problems for Shulk. He has his jump Monado active yet again and gets the footstool. However, it's not going to be enough as Banjo has a very capable vertical recovery here that he was able to make the most of. We do see a parry, but no punish coming off of that, or at least not any connecting punish there. And Shulk getting caught up by that launch pad off stage there before falling into a rapid jab that didn't get the finishing hit to connect for it. Up smash coming out again. Shulk looking for a couple of down smashes there. And we do see a trade that pays off in Banjo-Kazooie's favor. They've got a 2-stock advantage here. Shulk just not looking like he's overly confident in this matchup at all, which is not what you want to see if you are Shulk. Then again, Banjo and Kazooie are the higher-seeded opponent in this matchup, and it's by a pretty considerable amount, as they're the number 20 seed in the tournament. Smash Art coming out there for Shulk, but he doesn't get anything before it expires, which is unfortunate for him. He does manage to pick up a down air with Speed Art active and at least take that first stock. Vision counter coming out probably on one of the last active frames there, but not enough to really get anything meaningful out of it. We have the back air connecting additional damage from Kazooie onto Shulk, and comboing the egg lay into the grenade there, and that forward smash going to clean house. Banjo doing a really good job by using Kazooie to close out this match and have that decisive victory over his opponent. Well, thanks so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, please make sure that you leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe for that daily variety content. We're going to be back with the last couple of matches in Losers Round 3 and Round 4 next week, and then it's back over to Winner's side to see who pushes their way into the later rounds of this tournament, which is going to be a very highly anticipated round of matches, as there's a lot of good opponents to watch there. Thanks so much for your time, and I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day.